Hi guys and gals, and welcome to another video over Destiny 2. This one is over the Forsaken DLC of the Lost Sectors and regional golden chests that you find. So of course we're going to be starting off in the Tangled Shore. There will be a second video that will be for the Dreaming City because there are two separate places that we're going to. So of course going to the only landing place that there is, which is the Thieves Landing. And we're just going to go ahead and get started with this. So, I don't know how you all feel about the whole situation about Cade, but I'm still very upset about it. But in a way, I kind of felt for Aldrin as well, so I have very mixed feelings about it. So, anyways, getting started into the Lost Sectors and the golden chests that you find around the Tangled Shore. You want to spawn up in Thieves Landing. You want to go straight across. I went, of course, underground because I was killing enemies. It was my first time really roaming in the Tangled Shore, so you'll have to forgive me with my horrid edit cuts and everything and me looking around. But your first golden chest that you find is right here on top of where you were looking at whenever you first landed at the landing pad. So basically straight across from where you're at, where that little red tent was at that I'm about to shoot at, that's the spawn area. As soon as you spawn in, you can just jump up there and be in there. The next place we're going to is basically straight across from the golden chest that you just found, and this is the first lost sector you will find. So basically, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. I mean, they give you the locations of where these things are at. It's just a tad difficult to figure out sometimes where they might be at. They might be above, they might be down below, they might be in this crack or crevice. It's one of those situations with the golden chest as well as the lost sector. This lost sector is called the Empty Tank at the Tangled Shore. And it has music playing from Destiny 1 in this, which I thought was pretty interesting. Now, heading out of the Lost Sector and back into the Thieves Landing area, you want to go down these stairs and then to your left. I was kind of killing enemies, and then there was a public event and then another public event that spawned directly right after, which was really weird when that one spawned directly after. I don't know what happened there, but whatever. But I went around, and then the second public event just started. Instead of going around, you want to go on top of this bridge where there's like vandals and stuff, and you want to grab this golden chest. It's kind of hidden. Your ghost doesn't let you see it, but it is sort of visible if you have your brightness up. I have mine at 6, so it's kind of dark in some places and kind of bright in others. Alright. Now going directly across where you were just at, literally straight across, down at the bottom there is this, and there's a little gravitational lift that'll lift you up to the next lost sector. Go ahead and head into the lost sector because there will be a golden chest, basically where you just went, but it's like on a second floor that's like a platform. It took me a minute to figure out where it was at because I was a little confused. This lost sector is called Kingship Dock in the Tangled Shore. You'll see me see these enemies. They're pretty much impossible to kill because I'm only at like 300 some odd light at this point. But basically coming out of the lost sector, you want to kind of look around to see if you can find that platform. Of course, I found the platform, and you just jump down, and it's literally right there. And this is your third golden chest. It is pretty interesting of how they hid these. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a bit to find a few of them, especially ones that were like in craters and stuff. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, still staying in the same area, basically heading, if you're going into the next area, or at least trying to go into the next area. There's this area where all these fallen spawn. To your far left, there is a cave that you can go into. I found this one. Of course, all these are by accident of finding, but it was just mainly this one. Literally, just I ran to it like it was nothing. But this is your fourth golden chest. Now, I didn't show you how to get into this place, but this is the four-horned galley or gully or however you fucking pronounce it. Anyways, whenever you start here, whenever you get through the doorway, to your right hand side there is a golden chest in a crater. There are several of these that are in craters here, so just a fair warning ahead of time. This one I had like these two people, and then there was like a third other person that wouldn't leave me alone, so I had to go kill some stuff and wander off before I could actually come and pick this chest up. But this is your 6th golden chest, of course, also on the edge of the 4-horned gully, and that is where that one is at. Now, heading across from where you just got that golden chest, there is a cave that you can see pretty much sooner you're jumping around that has a Lost Sector symbol next to it, and this will be your 3rd Lost Sector, and this one is actually, I believe, quite beautiful. I mean, for being in a desolate place in the reef and it being green is pretty strange, but it's actually kind of like the Weeping Willow, or the Weeping Well, or whatever it was called on Earth. But this Lost Sector is called Trapper's Cave. If you are low level, I recommend not going into these all the way. At least just go in, say like, hey, okay, I know where this Lost Sector is at. That's cool. I'll come back and get it. But anyways, after getting out of that Lost Sector, like, you're gonna have to go on the edge where like these floating asteroids are hammered together basically, and right on the edge where I was trying to jump on top of, there's actually a golden chest right here, and this is like right before you're able to get into the other part that you literally started at the beginning with this campaign. The next Lost Sector, or not Lost Sector, this next golden chest is in a cave that was similarly next to the Lost Sector that you were just in of Trapper's Cave. For some reason I didn't see it until I went further down, but this is your 8th golden chest. Now, as I was saying before, whenever you first started the campaign, you were in the high plains, and there is a golden chest here. Basically, you want to try to get to this spider tank that you can go into, which there's nothing in it, but go directly behind it, and to the left of where I'm shooting is the cave you want to go into. I went to the right because I was thinking it was in the right cave. I don't know why. My brain just, hey, it might be in the right cave, I don't know. But I'm killing enemies here with the combat bow that you get from Petra, and I will have to say the bows make it a lot nice, a little bit easier, I should say, to kill enemies with, especially if you're trying to get those like precision headshot kills. I will say I really like the combat bow. I'm actually excited that they brought that back in, and you don't have to play as a hunter to have a combat bow. I mean, come on, you gotta love it. But anyways, I was grabbing a drink here at this point in time whenever I was recording, and like an idiot, I forgot to cut it out, so I apologize. But basically, you just want to head straight across. There will be another enemy in here. There's at least 8 enemies per area in these caves, roughly. But anyways, this golden chest is to your right, where these blue lights are at. Whenever you first start the campaign, you do not see this at all. I know, because I went through the whole thing. But if you get a chance, look around. There's at least 4 or 5 little lore babies that are around. I wish I would have recorded whenever I was doing it, but I did not. I was streaming at that time, and the video was kind of meh. Because I was having issues. Anyways, heading into the Jetsam of Saturn, you want to head directly in front of where I was just originally at, and then jump down where the stairs are at, and then jump down into this little cave, and there is your 10th golden chest. That one was actually quite easy to find. I was actually kind of shocked, but I look around whenever I'm doing stuff like this, especially if it's my first experience being in here. But basically, once you get done grabbing that chest, you want to head straight into the right, and I'm showing you which path I'm taking. There are multiple caves that you can go into, but this is where the hive are at. I thought I had killed all the enemies, but apparently I didn't, because they just automatically started spawning like crazy, and there's this knight that just came up and hit me. So they're up top in the dreadnought, but that one somehow managed to get down below. But be wary of the enemies if you do see them. This golden chest is on top of some weird bumpy gooiness of slime from the hives. The way that hives spawn is just anyways, proceeding on next to the dreadnought, you're gonna go into the dreadnought. This is a miniature version of the dreadnought, so if I say dreadnought, it's not an actual dreadnought, it's the miniature size version compared to the one that we actually went in the Taken King. But I kind of missed another golden chest that I'll have to go back for the lost sector that I missed, and then I'll have to go back for it. But basically, you want to go in where this wall has exploded, or something has exploded it, and you want to go up this shaft, and then directly in front of you there is a golden chest. This makes number 12 of the golden chest. So once I grabbed that, I realized I forgot to go to the lost sector, so I jump back down and I head out of the miniature dreadnought, and I go down the path kind of following the blue flowers, and then I noticed there was that lost sector symbol. It was almost hard to see, but thankfully I have a boyfriend who helps from time to time. But basically, to go into this lost sector, there is a hole in the back of it. This is the first one that's like been awkwardly placed. But basically, you jump down behind it and jump down and keep going straight. And this is the Shipyard Awoken 43. So this is one of the places where the Awoken used to go to do their shipyard stuff. Whatever that was. Probably mining, who knows. Anyways, we're going to go back into that same area where we originally were at for the first chest that was in here. You'll see the exploded wall that I walked past, or run past I should say. It's that green spot. You want to keep going straight past it, and then to your left there will be like little jumping platform stair things that you want to jump on top of, and this golden chest will be right next to a big huge door. So you think that the hive are huge, let me tell you. I've seen worse. Well, I guess it's still hive, but ugh. I think everybody's seen it. Zol. Just give me the willies. Anyways, just follow me on the platforms and stuff, and basically jumping puzzles. If you've been through the Dreaming City, you'll probably notice that there are like jumping puzzles that you have to be Ascendant for, which are a pain in the butt to do. I think I'm missing like 1 or 2 more chests for that, but it's pretty nice. And there's also sleeping cats, is what they call them, or sleeping kitties. So they give you weapons and other things like that, and yeah, it's something to experience. If I ever get a chance to, I may make a video over it. We'll see, because I think there's already been videos over it, and I'm just trying. I want to make sure that there's everything for you guys, but then again, it's like, it's kind of hard, especially if you don't know where they're at. But anyways, heading into Sorkus Cut without transporting, you'll see this big giant like energy electric generator thing. You want to jump up where I shot, but you need a place to jump to, so you'll have to jump here and then jump straight up. Just be careful about the spinning, rotating wheel thing, because that'll either kill you or that'll knock you off. I've had both happen to me, and it took me about 4 tries just to get up there. So when I was doing this, I was very tired. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, kind of like how it is kind of ish right now. It's like 6 in the morning right now for me. But anyways, you want to go on this platform, run straight, and then to your left. If you are doing the rifleman quest to hunt him, you'll see this golden chest. But there is a lore thing right there that I show you guys. You just hold X over them and it'll pick them up, and they're different things. They're shanks, they're crystals, they're ghosts. But this is number 14 on your golden chest, and I did this before I started doing all the wanted stuff, so I didn't know what was going on, especially whenever I saw the Queenbreaker's bow, which is a fusion sniper rifle, which is right there. But that is to start the wanted quest for the rifleman. Now, proceeding downward from the shaft that you jump down to get out of the top, where the rifleman quest is at, you want to head over here to where you want to start the Trickster's quest, I believe is that one. I'll show the glimmer and stuff because, like I said, whenever I was recording this, it was my first time going through it, so I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know how a lot of this stuff was working or how it worked. But basically, I went through it first. I didn't go up top like I had planned originally. I was thinking, oh, it might actually be in this bunker thing. No, it wasn't. And then I was showing my boyfriend the glimmer. I'm like, Justin, look at the glimmer. It's mine. You can't have it. No, it's mine. And telling him about it and stuff. But I was being weird when I was doing this. So you'll have to apologize. Have me apologize for all this weirdness, because I am pretty weird when it comes to these things. But I was pretty mad because I'm like, they're just playing tricks on you because you can't pick up that glimmer, and then come to find out that's actually the Trickster's glimmer. Which makes it even more like WTF. But anyways, instead of going through the bunker, you want to head up top, and this will be your 15th golden chest. This video is kind of long, and I do apologize for that, guys. I mean, there wasn't much I could do, especially with all the golden chests. It's more than what has been in previous areas, so this one and the Dreaming City are pretty big, and it's pretty crazy. Anyways, where the rifleman spawns, and then he spawns over, he spawns on the bridge, and then he comes over here and starts messing around with the Cabal, where the Cabal spawn at. So the golden chest will be over here, down, kind of hidden away next to an enemy spawn. So be careful of that, because I've had enemies spawn there, and I've had to kill them before I could go back over there and grab the chest. After that golden chest, you want to head into this bunker. There are 2 entrances to get in here. I found one of them, and then I found the other one when I was leaving. Basically, you want to head down here, get down these stairs, kill the enemies on the inside, and next to a console, I believe, there is a golden chest. I'm pretty sure it was a console that was next to. But Cabal enemies, so it won't be too difficult, especially if you got the bow. Just shoot them in the head or the back if you can. There's like maybe 3-4 enemies down there if I remember correctly. But there was the second entrance. There's like 2 different ways to enter it, 2 different bunker sites. But yeah, it was right next to a console. So this is number 17 of the golden chest. So proceeding out of there, you kind of want to head to where that white bunker was at, and there is this lost sector right here on the rock. You actually have to go behind it to enter the lost sector. It's basically directly in front of where Sorkit's cut's at, or Sorky, or however you want to pronounce it. I can't pronounce shit right, so I apologize if I butcher shit. Anyways, basically head down here. For some reason, whenever I jumped, it didn't catch me. It just made me slip and fall off. So be careful of that, especially if you're a warlock or even a hunter. Titans, not so much, because they got all the power boosting lifts. But the only bad part is they can't go on forever. Unlike warlocks. Hunters can't go on forever. They have to use their double or triple jump depending on what they got. Or quadruple. I've seen quadruple, I think. But basically head down here and you will be in the Wolf Ship Turbine in the Tangled Shore. This is number 5 of your lost sectors. And of course it teases you, showing you like, hey, there's the chest that you can grab that you can't really grab. LOL. But that was the last lost sector in the Tangled Shore. Now we are in the Cobble. Basically the bridge where I was driving my Sparrow on, I kind of was killing enemies and I turned around and where these cluster of rocks are, asteroid rocks I should say, are at, you want to head towards, if you were driving straight like I was, you want to head right, unless you turn around then you want to head left. Basically just look for the big wire on the left hand side or right hand side depending on which way you're looking. And over here in this cave there is a golden chest. It's basically marked for you by the brightness of the light. Just be careful whenever you guys are jumping across. Again, you can fall to your death. It's not pretty. I've done it more than once. But again, heading straight across, basically towards that same bridge that you climb on whenever you're first coming to the Cobble from the Sorky's Cut. You want to head over here next to this rocket looking thing. I mean, it's more like a pillar, but it looks like a rocket to me, so I don't know. Anyways, this great thing that you see at the bottom, you want to kind of go over to the left a little bit to fall down. I found it was easier to fall down than to find the hole to jump into to get over here, so this is your final golden chest, and this is chest number 19. So that is all of the golden chests and lost sectors in the Tangled Shore. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun, and to pay tribute to Cade, since we're no longer going to be seeing him, I took pictures before they took him out of the game. So we miss you, Cade, and maybe sometime in another life we'll see you. Anyways, that's it. All my links are down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Stay batty.